With you, heaven is a place on earth, and I will take you there. I'll take you.
How amazing is it that I didn't feel like filming until I happened to glance over at the clock and I'm like, oh, I'm ready. 3:33, baby. Look, 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 look. You don't believe me? Look, what did I say? Baby, this is divine. This is divine. Okay, so here we are. Be sure, if you have not seen the live video before this, you have to check that out. That one is titled, you may not know it yet, but love is about to touch down in your city. Ooh la la, okay? I'll be sure to link it down below near the timestamps because it'll help you piece everything together. So as you can tell from the title of this video, we are talking about Birds the Word. This is a love pick-a-card reading. Whatever you need to know about love is going to come through here today for you via the beautiful birds, okay? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Greetings, TAYliens. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome back to the Tay gang. If you've never been here before, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the bell to be notified whenever I pull up a new content just like this, and that will make you a TAYlien being subscribed to the channel. That just means that you are subbed and you get additional special messages at the end of certain pick-a-card readings. Are we doing that today? Not on this pick-a-card. So just know that whenever you hit that sub button when you see this video, you will be included automatically in every upload from here on out to make sure that the TAYlien message is tailored to you, on top of whatever other groups you already choose. So we have 3 groups here today with the crane, the vulture, and the crow. The crane, the vulture, and the crow. No long talking. Let's go ahead and get this ish on and popping. If you would like to join the Patreon gang to get exclusive content over there for personal growth, behind the scenes, and just tea that you'll never see anywhere but on Patreon, that'll be linked down below. And if you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, that is also linked down below. I'll see you in your groups. Group number 1, Birds the Word. Okay, so the crane says, you will soon enter into a beneficial partnership. Luck and longevity bless this union. Let's go ahead and dive into your reading to see what messages need to find you in love via the birds. And if you saw at the very beginning of this video, I did include some clips of the birds, the cranes specifically, that were outside my house squawking this morning. They were so loud and they were so confident and they were ready. Okay, they were ready. They were confident. They were on go. So let's see what messages need to come through. Birds the Word. A love pick-a-card reading for you. Okay, so 3 cards just came out. Sagittarius, Mars, and 3rd house. So there's movement, action, communication in love. Movement, action, communication. But let's get more specific. There's movement, action, communication. Saturn, discipline. Okay, so you definitely need to tune in to the reading that I did live right before this pick-a-card reading, because Saturn was a big influence in that reading. So because Saturn is coming out here, this is definitely letting me know that in your love life there's going to be a lot of maturation. No matter if you are single, in a relationship, it's complicated, whatever the situation is, there's going to be maturation. And even if you are like completely single and not even interacting with anyone, there's still going to be a level up, a maturity in yourself and a practicality in the steps that you take. Okay, I'm seeing that Saturday could be a significant day here for some of you. This could be a significant step that someone takes to say, hey, I want to take you out on Saturday. Okay, that's just a little side message in there for someone. Okay, and we have 8th house, transformation, mystery. Yeah, there's a mysterious evolution, a mysterious phoenix rising from the ashes, and just like taking off into the sunset is what I wanted to say, actually. So there seems to be some sort of working up of nerves to mature love in your life. Now, if you're single, this could be you maturing and saying that you want to do something for yourself that you've never done for yourself in love before. If you're single, this could be you maturing into this level of confidence where you're like, you know what? I want to ask this person if they want to do this with me. For those of you that are already in a relationship, I just see it taking itself to the next level. You could be exchanging vows or renewing vows, or taking the next step, getting pets, having kids, adopting, whatever the case may be. I just see next level shiz here. Actually, that's very important here, because there were 3 cranes outside specifically, and 3 to me implies that it's you, your partner, and something else. So maybe you guys start a business together. Maybe you guys make a baby together, adopt a baby together, have a pet together, go on a trip together. There's just something, there's a 3rd leg being added on here, okay? So let's go ahead and continue to expand this message. We have secret admirer. Okay, so a secret admirer coming out here. First of all, y'all, you have to check out the reading that I did live before this, because you are getting all the cards. Okay, so far both of your cards, you're 2 for 2 right now. 2 for 2. And I shuffled these cards very, very, very well. Speaking of cards, we have tarot reader right here. Okay, so some of you may actually be noticing something unfolding from a reading. Whether it's like this reading or the live one that I talked about, or another reading from whatever you've watched in your lifespan. There could be truths from another love reading unfolding in your life here, maturing in your life here. All right, let's continue to pull cards before I get too deep into it. Let's get one more from this deck, one more oracle card. Flexible. Yes, like this is what I'm saying, like the maturation that keeps coming up here. Someone is no longer trying to be in the shadows, okay? Like even if you're in a partnership, maybe you felt like your partner just wasn't doing enough or showing enough love or saying enough, or willing to do more of what you wanted while you were always doing what they wanted, okay? There's just something here about, again, the situation maturing, both individuals maturing, or the one that needed to mature is maturing. There's just something about being more mature, being more open, being more honest. Look at that, stepping up. We have between worlds here. So someone is definitely going to be stepping up. For those of you that may not even be interested in like romantic love, and you might have a co-parenting situation going on here, the co-parent could definitely be stepping it up. Okay, let's see. Birds, the word. Love messages from the birds. We have the 7 of Swords here. Yeah, someone's been tiptoeing around something, or ignoring something, or avoiding something, or hiding from something. We have the Page of Pentacles here, but they're deciding that they have hid long enough, they've ran long enough, they've whispered long enough, they've stayed hidden long enough here. Someone could have been waiting on an okay from someone, or a grant from someone. I don't know why that's coming through, that someone could have been waiting on some sort of okay, unless this is someone waiting on a yes to a date or something like this. But there was something, again, that third party situation. For some, I heard a grant. Someone was waiting on a grant. But either way, ooh, we got double cards again. 7 of Cups in the world. Yeah, like someone was uncertain about something first, and they had to find out. And once they found out, they were able to then, or they will be able to then step up and take the lead, okay? And it's going to breed flexibility in the way that they move around you, towards you, with you. I just heard anointing, something about anointing. Someone's going to be anointed, or brought into the know with something here, okay? These 3, yes. anointed, someone's going to, anointed or enlightened, something like this is coming through. Okay, but the Ten of Swords came out here, yeah, and it's clarifying the secret admirer. So someone's definitely coming out of hiding. Now, for some, take this with a grain of salt. Okay, take every reading with a grain of salt, but for some people, this is definitely like a third party, like someone could have been cheating and that's coming to the light. Like they're bringing themselves to the light. Okay, whoever the people were. Okay, sheesh. But whatever it is, it's movement in the right direction. Even if it's some sort of ending, okay, there's still some sort of movement in the right direction, because we have the Lovers, the Nine of Swords to the Death card. Yeah, like someone doesn't want this to be here anymore. They don't want this worry. They don't want this concern. I just heard they don't want this looming darkness over them anymore. And someone realizes that they had to mature. Like this is a lesson learned. This is the wisdom gained. They don't want that looming darkness over them anymore. Let's clarify flexible. And for some, looming darkness can just literally be them holding on to their feelings and not talking about it. That can create a cloud, okay? Anything that you hold on to creates a looming cloud around you or over you. Even, like for some of you, it could even be a situation where if you're in a relationship, you felt like your partner was stepping out, and really they weren't. They just were. They had something that they were holding on to, something that was turning into a looming cloud, and it may have made you start thinking the worst of the situation here. So whatever it is, there's maturity and leveling up here so that the relationship can bend and not break, okay? Bend meaning be more flexible to work in the favor of everyone involved. Let's get one more tarot card, please. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Pentacles. See, so we can bend and not break. There's definitely some sort of compromise here. Maturity, okay? We have the Knight of Pentacles. This could even be someone asking for a pause, asking for a break, or asking for some time. Or someone coming off of a pause, coming off of a break, saying that they've taken enough time. All right, as with everything, take it to the Lord to know that it is yours. Take it with a grain of salt, okay? But above all, if I'm just giving an overall generalized message without trying to get too specific so that it can apply to those that clicked onto this, I see here in your love life that, again, you will soon enter into a beneficial partnership. Luck and longevity bless this union. This could be something that was hidden from you, someone that may have been working up the nerve to come your way, or clearing out some things to then come your way. Now, I want to read from the Divine Feather Messenger about the crane, and then we will be on our way. Thank you so much for choosing and trusting me to be your reader. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you'd like to book a personal reading, or if you would like to join the Patreon gang, that is all linked in the description box down below, and I will be sure to link that live video about love that will be touching down in your city in the description box near the timestamps. So let's read about this crane. Crane is a uniquely shaped bird with a long beak and long legs. It is commonly associated with fidelity and marriage. In Asian cultures, the crane is a messenger of longevity and healing, as the great bird is believed to have the ability to fly up to the heavens. The Zuni tribe regards the crane as the keeper of great secret magic. The crane's call is distinct and loud, warning those around them to watch out and pay attention. Crane is a water bird that will teach you to work with the element of water, which is feminine, emotional, and adaptable. The message from this card says, Crane sounds the call to empowering your relationships. The time is coming for forming a new partnership that will be supportive and long-lasting. This union may be something you have been seeking, or it may be taking you by surprise. Because we have the Seven of Swords, it's probably taking you by surprise. Crane urges you to pay attention to those stepping forward into your life at this time. Be sure to use your emotional intelligence to see where you stand and what are you attracting. Is it for your highest good? If it is, take the leap of faith and go for it. You are in the right place to create a union that is perfect for you now. The energies represented here: longevity, creation, union. Season, all year round. Elements, water and air. Significant colors, white and gray. The affirmation for this crane card: I am now ready to embrace and trust my divine partnerships. And this is all that I have for you that selected the crane. I'll see you next time. number 2 that resonates with the vulture. This card says, accept the inevitable, let go of the past, and welcome a rebirth to begin. So, birds the word. This is a love pick a card message brought to you by the birds. If you didn't know, if you didn't tune in at the very beginning, then you would not know. Did I mention it at the very beginning? I don't know. I'm going to tell you now. So this morning, this reading was inspired by 3 cranes that were literally squawking loud AF outside my door. And when I went to go air out the house and just let the good vibes come in this morning, as I was observing these 3 cranes, a vulture swooped in and flew overhead. Okay, so this is definitely letting me know I don't even need no cards. I mean, I never do, but right now, I could tell you right now, any sort of third-party situations in your love life are being extracted. Now, for some of you, this means that you get to keep your partner, if that sounds appropriate to you. For others of you, you are being extracted from the situation because you are too good to be in this scenario. I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it a buck. Even if you want to be here, if you're not meant to be there, the vulture is swooping in to get you out of it. But either way, there's 3 things going on here, and the vulture is swooping in to pull the unnecessary things out, to clear out the clutter. So let's see. How can we get more information? Let's see. Let's see. Pluto renewal. This is Scorpio energy. This is death and rebirth at its finest, because we have the vulture here, which says accept the inevitable, which is death, let go of the past, which is more death, and welcome a rebirth, which is new life, renewal. Mercury, thoughts. So in your love life, some old new thoughts could be coming up. Some old new problems, some old new connections, some old new relative situations, or something about, it may not be directly impacting your relationship if you are in a relationship, but it could be relating to relationships, meaning you might be guided to clear out some clutter in regards to like your beliefs in relationships, so that you can have healthier connections. Okay, we have vulnerable. Yes, 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 yes. There is renewal in vulnerability. There is beauty in vulnerability. There's a vulnerable moment between you and your partner, or between you and the person that you're dating, or between you and a new person. There's going to be a level of vulnerability, a depth, I should say. There's going to be a depth of vulnerability touch that has never been touched before. We have advisor. For some, this is counseling. Okay, so in your love life where you feel like it's necessary, there could be therapy, there could be counseling, there could be renewal in that way. I just feel like something that you thought was over is coming back to life beautifully. It's turning into the phoenix. Okay, in divine time, of course. All right, let's see, one more oracle card before we get into tarot. We have To the Sea, yeah, and deep knowing. See, we have to have a deep heart to heart. We have to really talk. We have to really see eye to eye. Okay, 7s are relevant here. Okay, so 7s, yeah, this is divine union, divine partnership, divine renewal, divine forgiveness. This is grace in this connection. Yeah, God's smiling over. God is smiling over the seas of a relationship. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have the King of Pentacles that just like did a roundhouse kick. Like it's interesting because the way that the card did it, like did this thing where it kind of went like that, like a karate chopped or kicked itself up, bringing itself back to life, making itself relevant again. So maybe you've been estranged from someone, or disconnected from someone, I see that there is renewal, there is hope, there is resonance, there is, I'm hearing regain, there's regain. What else can we add here? The Death card. Oh my gosh, all this Pluto, Scorpio energy. I see deep healing. I see like a lot of crying together, just like a lot of vulnerable moments together. Like a lot of, like, I'm literally seeing like two, like literally the Lover's card, two naked people, like just with angels overhead. Encouraging this. Even though it may be difficult, it may be unlikely or unexpected. Look, wow. But there's a happy promise over the horizon here. The Hermit. Yes, there is peace being brought to someone. I really feel like someone stepped away or someone stepped out trying to make sure that this is what they wanted, or there's something about that. And then they finally come to a conclusion, and now they're ready to talk. Now they're ready to be honest. Now they're ready to be open. Now they're ready to be vulnerable. There's vulnerability gracing your love life here. Yeah, the Five of Swords. Maybe even to make some confessions. To right some wrongs is really what's coming through here. In some cases, this could be a situation where it has to get a lot more worse before it gets any better. Maybe someone's confession leads to you deciding that you want to move on your own. But that's okay, because you know that there's something better on the other side. All right. What's beneath the Five of Swords? Yeah, the Four of Pentacles. I think that there will definitely be a choice to choose the self in more situations than not, or this is what has already occurred, and this person that chose themselves is coming back around to right said wrongs. Now, let's go back to your Vulture card, and we're going to read it straight from this book, and that will wrap up your Divine Feather Messenger, brought to us by the birds. Vulture. The vulture is a powerful and large raptor that relies on others to kill prey and on their own incredible sense of smell to locate food. Its role as scavenger is highly necessary and valued. They possess a unique digestive system that allows them to purify the waste, which helps keep the environment in balance. Symbolically, they appear in ancient Greek and Pueblo traditions as a guardian of the mysteries of life and death. Now, I just got a flash that for some of you, if you are in a vulnerable state and it's obvious that you're in a vulnerable state, there could be someone trying to swoop in and take advantage of that, and you need to be mindful of this, okay? So if you know that you're in a vulnerable state, pull yourself away, because you could be bait to someone, you know, like that was a quick message though, so I feel like that's only for a couple of people, but let's continue on. Their feathers are used in rituals for grounding and to symbolize the divine union of heaven and earth. Okay, another download just came as I was reading that. For some of you, this is actually what already occurred. Someone preyed on your vulnerability, and now they could be coming back around and regretting this, apologizing for this, denying this. Even for some of you, this could be gaslighting, but either way, you're being smiled upon and being promised a new beginning. Okay, even if it's not coming from someone else, it's coming from the divine, but you're being smiled upon, and I have to keep stressing that you are being smiled upon, you as an individual. This card's message: death of the old way is imminent. This is not a physical death, but the letting go of outworn roles, thoughts, and beliefs. The divine vulture messenger urges you to release the past and all that you have been holding on to. This process can be a struggle if you resist, or you could be filled with the ease of acceptance. The choice is up to you. Once you begin to move fully into the process, you open the doorway to a beautiful opportunity for rebirth and renewal. Vulture assures you, through this process of purification, that you will indeed have a fresh start. See, the flame just started dancing as I said that. I have a candle going over here. Allow this messenger to provide what you let go of and recycle the energy. Allow yourself to reabsorb this energy and experience the renewal that follows. The energies of this card represent death, purification, and rebirth. seasons, fall and winter. We are currently in winter as I film this. The elements that this supports, earth and air. Prominent colors, black and brown. And the affirmation of this card: I honor and accept all of my life experiences. And this is all that I have for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Group number 2. See you next time. Okay, so group number 3, as soon as I got ready for your reading, someone started making some peculiar noises outside. We have the crow. Universal laws and truths are now being revealed. Use this energy to create your reality. And I'm talking about like these weird, strange noises. So yeah, all of a sudden there's like kids yelling and laughing and running and screaming. I didn't even know there were any kids outside. Like, I've been recording this whole time and I haven't heard a single one of them. So your love life is about to be something that it's never been before. It's about to be in a realm that it's never been in before. Okay? Because you are touching down into your North Node. Chiron healing. You are entering a healing phase of love, okay? Talk to me about Birds the Word, a love pick a card message for group number 3. We have Neptune mystery. Yeah, like, this is a place you've never been in before. Okay, we have visions here. So your visions, your visions, your dreams. Okay, we even have confusion and illusions. There's a lot of that coming through here. So with universal laws and truths now being revealed, you're going to be confused in your love life because of the truths that come up. It's like you're seeing the truth and you should be confused, but it's breeding clarity. I hope that makes sense. But look, the bottom of the deck is the sun. You're seeing things clearly and you're expressing that as well, free from ego. You're trusting your intuition and love. Wishy-washy here. So you could be feeling yourself dipping into this pool, dipping into that pool, not knowing which way is up or down. But look at that goddess energy. It's because you are following the truth. And the truth is that there's some fishy uncertainty going on here. Look, reunion. Masculine energy. Some truths are coming up and it may confuse you. We have advisor here. It's a spirit guide bringing these truths to you in your dreams or solidifying some questions that you may have had. Look at that, about a lover. This could also be clearing someone's name. Is that a ring? Yeah, this ring really caught my eye. Oh no, that's not a ring, that's a rose. But I thought it was a ring. Ring around the rosy. Wow. New life. Oh my God. Soulmate. Group number 3. Group number 3. Your intuition has guided you to this new reality, your new life. Look at this. Use this energy to create your reality. And you literally have the last card that says new life. You have been given some sort of spirit guide on the other side. It's giving, you may have been seeing the King of Cups a lot in your readings. This King of Cups, yep, my flame is dancing. This King of Cups has been guiding you to this newness. You may have experienced, again, dreams or just things things that you would have never said, now you're saying them. Things that you would have never done, now you're doing them. Yeah, this flame is dancing. This was heavily influenced by a spirit guide in your life. You literally have sun, lover, and soulmates at the bottom of the deck. Okay, and we have the 9 of Wands here, so this definitely lets me know that this is something that was locked up, closed off. See, the lovers, it was hidden away, but now it's like I'm seeing that it was in a box, and it was in a glass box. Someone broke the glass box and it like And all these visions came exploding out of this glass box. Oh my God, Pandora's box. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Now, when Pandora's box opens and these visions occur, this could be causing you to leave confusion behind and just start all anew. But either way, it doesn't matter if this person's right in your face or if this is what's on the way, but you are on your way to a soulmate. Let's get some clarifiers from the tarot. The Hanged Man, yeah. Yeah. You've been in spiritual hang-ups, literally. Like, you may have not seen much progress in many other places because we were focused on this. There's a spirit guide that was very serious about something here. Yep, the Ace of Wands. They were very serious about you believing in something enough to say it, to have the talking stick. Look, I said have the talking stick and look in her hand. Now you have the talking stick. Now you take the lead. Okay, so this is about self-worth, attraction. Like you've got magic around you. Literally, universal laws and truths are now being revealed, and you're the one with the talking stick. You are the one revealing the truths, and you're using this energy to create your new life, your new reality. So, honestly, I feel like your love life is like at the wave of a wand. Like, you do whatever you want. I think that you're in a space where it's like love, you already know that love is all around you, and you don't care if it's coming or going. You just want truth. You just want what's real, okay? And look at that. We have the Two of Swords. That's clarifying new life. That is so intriguing. This is something that you did not know that you were walking in. You didn't know you were being led into this, actually. Again, that spirit guide that may be represented by the King of Cups in your recent readings, you didn't know what you were being led into. And they still kind of are giving me like breadcrumbs. Like, I'm hearing I can get some clarifiers. The Two of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Justice, the Seven of Pentacles. New bottom of the deck energy is the Fool. So they're definitely letting me know here that something is opening up to you, or something's being given to you as props. Okay, you're getting your props, you're getting your recognition, but this recognition just leads to more patience that you will require. Yeah, the candle flame is dancing. Basically, you're being given exactly what you need in order to be more patient in a situation. But you still have no idea what you are walking into. God really has hands on your love life, on your spiritual capabilities, on what you're attracting, on who you're attracting. Patience is required here. I'm hearing that quote. How does it go? Where much is gained, much is required, or something like that. Okay, so let's read the crow message, and we are going to close out. And like all of a sudden, I just feel like I'm talking really soft. I'm really cool, calm, and collected. I feel like you're coming to a lot of conclusions in love and breaking out of confusion, and you're just in this very serene space, and I love this for you, honestly. I love this for you. Crow. This is a common bird that likes to test, intrigue, and annoy. Either you've been annoying someone, like pecking at someone about a truth, or this has been like your spirit guide pecking at you about a truth. They can be found often in groups, creating a sound in a mob-like fashion with their caw to warn or drive off predators. The common crow is black with dark blue or purple tones. It has deep associations with the nighttime, the maternal, and the womb. Crows are highly intelligent sentinels who, I said that right, who perch high in trees overseeing the flow of activity. Again, that Neptune, like above everything, that omniscient, omnipresent, like you can't see me, but I see everything kind of vibe. They remind us that creation and magic are part of the cosmic energies. Under the guidance of universal laws, we find an incredible roadmap for manifesting our desires. The message of this card: the crow is a wise messenger of the power of creation. Crow speaks the language of universal creator and asks you to go into the darkness to tap into your manifesting ability. Pay attention to messages, visions, and signs. The universal laws govern all and tell us that there is an unending field of potential that can be accessed. You can think of it as magic or universal energy. It matters not. The energy of the crow is urging you to start creating all that you desire. Crow playfully reminds you to enjoy the process. So yeah, like it's interesting because you have like this super deep, dark depth, like the color black, like literally like the black crow. But there's also a very light and airy playfulness to it. Energies that come along with this card: creation, universal laws, and communication. The season, all year round. The elements that it supports: earth and air. Significant colors are black and purple. Literally black and fucking purple, guys. What the fuck? That's crazy. And affirmation here: I acknowledge my own higher connection. I am a powerful channel, as the Empress knows that she is. This is all that I have for you guys. If you would like to join Patreon gang or book a personal reading, that will be linked in the description box down below, as well as the live reading that occurred right before this pick a card. I'm off.
I'll take you. I'll take you.